Yeah, hey there. It's Wrench Gear here. We got a project on the go here today. Always a project. So this is actually a continuation of a project that we did about last week or so, where we made up a whole bunch of these fire starters for when you go out camping this coming year, and use them at camping, use them in your backyard, use them wherever you need to. But we made a bunch of these. Oh, I'll show you. We got all these. Got a whole bag load full of them. These are made out of melted candle wax, an egg carton, and cotton balls jammed in there. And you light them up and start your fire with them. That thing we timed them, and he lasts for 10 minutes, maybe even a little bit more. There's some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller in there, and I actually timed a small one and it lasted for 10 minutes. This one here is one of the bigger ones, so he might even get a little bit more than 10 minutes out of them. But anyway, so we got a whole bag of them. All right, we're gonna put them off to the side, and we're gonna concentrate on today's project. So when I was making them, and I made them out of these cotton balls, I said that I used to use dryer lint, but I don't use dryer lint anymore because it's messy and it's dusty and it's full of hair and full of things and stuff, and I don't like doing that anymore. So for quite a number of years now, I've been using the cotton balls. But at that time, I did mention that some people use sawdust, and I had never tried sawdust before. And I thought, well, that'd be a good thing to maybe try some sawdust one of these times. But I was all out of candle wax at that time. I was kind of in the mode. But today I was out in the shop and I was cleaning things up. And would you know, I came across an old used candle that's, in all honesty, I probably picked that up somewhere one time to make fire starters out of it. So I think today we're going to make up a couple with sawdust. And I think I might make one or two of them out of the cotton balls as well. And then we're going to cut them out and we're going to put them on the backyard and we're going to light them up. And we'll have an experiment to see which ones last longer. I don't know that I'm going to use this whole entire candle for it. I might cut it in half because of this stuff. This stuff looks a little bit powdery to me. Some of the ones I've seen have been a lot coarser dust, whatever. I'm sure it's maybe some guys are using stuff from their chainsaw. Maybe guys have a more coarse blade on their table saw or whatever. Anyway, this looks a little bit powdery to me, so I don't know that I'm going to use the whole thing because then I run out of candle wax, and if I do need to make more sometime, then I'll have no candle left, right? And I have a whole bunch of duds if this stuff doesn't work out. So we're gonna make up some, cut that thing in half, melt it down in a double boiler, make one or two, maybe just one out of this, and make the rest out of that. And then we can compare what they're going to be like using the same wax. If I use one of these came from different candle. Maybe the wax lasts longer, goes quicker. I don't know, but anyway, I think this would be a fair comparison to use to make them both out of the same candle and try them out and see how they go. So we're going to get underway. I'm going to chop this thing all up into some smaller bits, and we're going to double boiler it, and we're going to get on to making this stuff. So I think that's where we're going to go with it. I'm going to cut this much off, about half or so, and use half of that thing. And it's going to be, I don't know, what is it? We'll use the bottom half here. 2 and a bit, almost 2.5, and 3. So we're going to use 8. Hang on a second here. The amount of wax we're going to use is going to be about 2.5 inches by about 3 inches, and we're going to melt that up and see how many we get out of that. And we're gonna try it. So I'm gonna get to cutting this stuff up. So we got this thing all chopped up here, half of it. Cut off the bottom half of it. You save that till next time in case these things don't work out. So yeah, I got them all chopped up here, and that's it. So we're gonna double boiler it, Don't cut your finger off. Don't cut your arm off. Be careful of your leg, whatever else. Safety 1 or 2 or safety's 3rd, however that goes. I never remember how that is. Anyway, so this is going to be our double boiler. Again, we're going to have a old soup can, and he's going to be inside of, well, I like to use an old pot, but this is an old frying pan because I can't find my old pot. Don't know what happened to it. Maybe it got pitched out by mistake. But anyway, we're going to get a bunch of wax into this can, and we're going to drop it down into a boiling. It's going to float. Don't float. It's floating. We're going to put some more wax in there to weigh it down. And, don't use your best pot or your best pan. Use an old crappy one because this is going to make a mess of it. Anyway, we're going to get that boiling and melting inside there, and we're going to add all the rest of it all in until we got it all done and gone. And then we're going to get to making these things. All right, so while that stuff is rocking and rolling and melting away there, I'm going to start preparing these egg cartons so we can just dump that stuff in there. So I think, like I said, I'm going to make one out of cotton balls because I have all those other ones out of the cotton balls. We made 23 or something of them the other day, and then burned 1 or 2 of them. But anyway, we're going to stick that in there, and that's as easy it is to make these things. You stick that in there, you dump wax on it, let the thing dry, boom, you're done. So for this stuff here, I guess I'm just going to drizzle it all in there. Maybe I'll make them half full and then put a bunch of wax in there and then add more sawdust to it. Maybe that'd be a plan. I don't know. So you can see dust coming off of it everywhere here. I'm gonna get into trouble for making the kitchen all dirty. Okay. How's that? All right, we're going to start off with that. I don't know how far this wax is going to go that I'm doing up. I'm going to maybe make him first, and then I'm going to do the rest until I run out of wax and see how it all goes. So we're going to just wait for this wax all to melt up. Where are we at? Yeah, we got still some solid pieces down in the bottom down there. So we're gonna get this all melted up first. So out of the wax that I cut off that candle there, I got about half of it melted now. So we're just gonna pick up this can. I'm gonna pinch a bit of a pouring spout into it so I can pour a little bit easier. And the can's not hot at all. Hot on the bottom where the melted wax is, but as far as on top, it's not hot. You can just grab it like that. Maybe if you find it too warm or whatever, I'm sure you can go get yourself a pair of gloves, gardening gloves or something like that or whatever. But I don't find that hot at all. So we're gonna start off by doing this guy. This is a scented candle. He's kind of a stinky one, but hey, maybe that's gonna drive all the mosquitoes away. So that'd be a good thing. So we're gonna fill these up, and gonna add a little bit more sawdust into them, and we're gonna melt some more wax. So go check out my other video there if you'd like to see the whole thing, what we all did with the other ones there, and check it all out. So we're gonna fill this thing all full here of more wax and get melting it again. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it or not. Now I don't know where I left off. That one's got wax. This one doesn't have wax. So, yeah. Okay. We're going to try it out. We're going to try and make them as close to that as I can for fullness, or whatever you want to call it. And then we're going to put them beside each other and we're going to light them up. and we're going to see which one lasts longer. So the wax looks like it's all done. So this one here with the cotton ball there, I'm going to just stick a little bit more cotton ball into it there and fill it up a little bit more, and we'll get some more wax into it. Sop that all up nice and good. And so the wax here is all done. And we'll see how far this all goes. All right. So I ended off, you know what, how am I going to do this? I'm going to refill the ones that I'd already made and that I put more sawdust into. I don't know how far this wax is going to go. And there. So those are the ones that I did before. And I'm going to fill this one up. And they're all running into each other. So that's as far as it went. So we're going to leave it at that. And put that off to the side. I'm going to try and flip some of this wax over into there, like so. And maybe we're going to sprinkle a little bit more of that sawdust over there too. Why not? What the heck? Can't hurt, might help, that whole thing. So, anyway, that thing there is pretty full. These things here are pretty full. So, I'm going to put them outside. It's a cold day today outside. It's about minus 10 Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but it's cold. The sun is shining, but it's not really doing much for it, so to warm things up. So anyway, we're going to stick this outside and we're going to let them all firm up and hopefully not freeze like what they did last week, because they were hard to cut apart. So we're going to leave it at that. Oh, I got some under here. We'll leave, whatever. Anyway, going to put them outside, let them firm up. Then we're going to cut a couple of them off there, and we're going to light them up and see how they go. So here we are out in the backyard here. These things have all firmed up. Cold February day. It's chilly out here, minus 10. It's cold. Anyway, this is what we have come up with. We've got one made out of the cotton balls, and we've got 9 more made out of sawdust here. This one here was the last one that I made. He might have got a little skimpy on the wax, so I don't think we're gonna burn him. He may not be hey, look out! He may not be a good candidate. Anyway, we're gonna knock all that spare sawdust out of there. Get rid of this thing. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna cut this. We're gonna cut these guys apart and see what we come up with for all this here. Wow, that's cool stuff. It's like all that wax is frozen again like last week. Okay, so we're gonna just trim off this extra piece of egg carton here. So that's what we're wound up with here for the cotton ball one. So I think for sawdust we're going to use these 2 end ones. That was the one that kind of got shortchanged on wax. So I think we're going to use these 2 end ones here. So we're going to go like so and like so. Wow, that's stiff. Okay. I'm not gonna knock the camera over here in a minute because I'm struggling. Always struggling. All right. Okay, that's through there. And this is through there. Oh, I'm gonna cut my tarp. I put this tarp over this thing here in the wintertime. Keep all that's a bar under there for the summertime parties and such. So I put this over to keep all the snow and nonsense off it because it comes swirling in off of the back. Okay, so where were we? We were right here. This was this. I was on there. That one came off. So I think we're gonna cut these two apart from each other. I'm gonna trim this stuff off the edge. We're gonna cut these two apart, and I think, because I don't know, maybe I got more sawdust in the one, maybe one's got more wax than the other. So I think we're gonna do both of these. Gonna do that one, and we're gonna do that one, and we're gonna do this one. That's the cotton ball one. And just for fun, here's one that we made last week with white candle. We're gonna throw him in there too. Just who knows? Very unscientific here. Who knows if the wax has different burn rates or something between different manufacturers, or who knows? I don't know. Whatever. You're trying to make a campfire. Big deal. Anyway, I'm gonna light them all up in this pan. That's that old frying pan, and see how these things are gonna go. We're gonna try and keep them apart from each other. So this is that might not work. It's not too much of an angle. I have to go like this, and then you can't see it. All right, I might get this figured out yet. All right, this is last week's white candle wax. This is this week's green candle wax, sawdust and sawdust. All right, we're going to try and get this going, and I'm going to try and get a timer going on this thing. If I can figure out how to do this. My regular timer broke, so now I dug out an old phone. I'm going to see if I can do a timer on this thing here with an old phone. I need something to balance it up against. Here I am rambling, and everybody's sitting there looking at nothing. Hey-ya! Okay. I'm going to go like this. Go like this. And see if you can see that. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to go like this. Put the timer. Reset it. How do you reset it? How about another timer? How about a stopwatch? That'd be better. Hold my hand up there so you can not see the reflection of the sky. Okay. Hey, I think we got it. We got it, people. We got it. Okay, let's light this stuff all up, and we'll get these things going. So to get these things lit, you start a corner of them, and they just take off. Make a liar out of me. Here, go like this. And these things are going to last about, I expect them to last about 10 minutes or so. And, oh, look out. Light my coat on fire. So we're going to see which ones last more than the other one. So that's a white one from last week. This is a green one from today. And sawdust and sawdust. And let's get this thing here going. All right, we'll see how long they last. We'll let them go for a bit. Try and keep them separated from each other so they don't stir it into a great big ball of flames. But yeah, we'll give them a shot and see how they go. And I'm not gonna bore you to tears watching this stuff flaming away, so I'm gonna wait for that to get to about a minute, and then maybe I'm gonna shut it off and shut the camera off, and we'll turn it back on every few minutes so you can kind of see where they're at and who's lasting better than the rest. We'll see how it goes. See, I don't know, quality of flames or whatever. This one here hasn't really taken off quite yet. That's today's green one. Or last week's white one in the back there seems to really be going. But maybe he's too close to the edge there. I don't know. Here we'll go like that. Move him out a little bit. Okay. All right, we're gonna stop this camera for a bit here. So we're about 3 minutes in. Got a little bit of a breeze going through here, so they are kind of wind resistant as well because there's such a big flame on there. But they're all kind of swirling together. But I'm gonna burn that phone. All right. Okay. Go like so, and give them another couple of minutes. So we're just over 5 minutes in here. But you know, I have to tilt this up because it just melted a hole through my tarp. So that was a fail. I think I didn't see that coming. I should have seen that coming, but I didn't. So yeah, fail. All right. Anyway, it's a $3 tarp, so that doesn't much matter. Anyway, they're all still very, very well engulfed there. You can hardly even tell them apart from each other. But anyway, we'll let them keep going. Okay, 8 minutes in, really no change from before. They're all still looking pretty good. They're all going good. So we're like 10.5 minutes in here now. And that little one in the back, he's that's the one from last week, that white one. And he's pretty much flamed out. He's done. He's at 10.5 minutes. And we got 10 minutes out of him last week too, so maybe there is something for the type of wax. I don't know. But these other three that we made today seem to be going pretty strong yet. Not sure if the rise of the frying pan may be helping them along a little bit too. That I don't know, less wind or something. I'm not exactly sure, but usually they last 10 to 11 minutes. These things. So for us to be at almost at 11 and a half, and they're still going as good as what they are. I'm wondering if this is having a bit of an effect on them being there stuck down in. But anyway, that guy in the background there, he's done. He's right out. Okay, so we're at almost 13 and a half, and this one here just flamed out just a couple of seconds ago. That's hot. All right. So anyway, yeah, he flamed out. He was a sawdust one from today. So we still have a sawdust one from today and a cotton ball one from today, and we're at about 14 minutes there. So we're at 15.5 minutes. So that one just popped out. So I don't know if we can call this guy the winner or not. Maybe where he's situated in the pan, maybe he's getting more wind or less wind or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's I think it's fair to say that powdery sawdust that I put in there is at least as good as that those cotton balls. He's ready to pop out too. He just popped out. Just flamed out. So he's right at 16 minutes. So I don't remember all the time of these things, but this guy here, I think he was around 11 and he lasted to 16, and the other two were right in there as well. So I think it's pretty fair to say that they're reasonably equal with each other. So anyway, we're going to shut this thing here down. So they lasted upwards of 16 minutes, the one there. So anyway, that's as scientific as what I can get. So this was kind of a bit of an experiment just to see if these sawdust ones would last as well as the cotton ball ones, because I know how well cotton ball ones last, and I think they did pretty good. It almost seemed though that I did use a little bit more wax making the sawdust ones over the cotton ball ones, but anyway, whatever. So that's how it goes. So anyway, please hit the like and subscribe button with this thing. Leave a comment if you felt that this was good or if it was too long and too boring. But it was a bit of an experiment. Actually, it was for me, and I just thought I'd make a bit of a video out of this just to check it out as it was going along. So yeah, help my little channel grow there if you would, and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever you prefer. And we'll try and see you on the next one there. So it's Wrench Gear here, and we'll try and bring you something around again next time, and see if we can get something on the go. So we'll see you again. Thanks.